was very, very little. It became connected like that in my memory, that war is when there is no Papa. Then I remember the black sky and the black plane. Our mama lies by the road with her arms spread. We ask her to get up, but she doesn't. She doesn't rise. The soldiers wrapped Mama in a tarpaulin and buried her in the sand, right there. We shouted and begged, "Don't put our Mama in the ground. She'll wake up and we'll go on." Some big beetles crawled over the sand. I couldn't imagine how Mama was going to live with them under the ground. How would we find her afterward? How would we meet her? Who would write to our Papa? One of the soldiers asked me, "What's your name, little girl?" But I forgot. "And what's your last name, little girl? What's your mother's name?" I didn't remember. We sat by Mama's little mound till night, till we were picked up and put on the cart. The cart was full of children. Some old man drove us. He gathered up everybody on the road. We came to a strange village, and strangers took us all to different cottages. I didn't speak for a long time. I only looked. Then I remember summer, bright summer. A strange woman strokes my head. I begin to cry. I begin to speak. To tell about Mama and Papa. How Papa ran away from us and didn't even look back. How Mama lay. How the beetles crawled over the sand. The woman strokes my head. In those moments I realized, she looks like my Mama.
My first and last cigarette. Gena Yushkevich, 12 years old, now a journalist. The morning of the first day of the war, sun and unusual quiet, incomprehensible silence. Our neighbor, an officer's wife, came out to the yard all in tears. She whispered something to Mama, but gestured that they had to be quiet. Everybody was afraid to say aloud what had happened, even when they already knew, since some had been informed, but they were afraid that they'd be called provocateurs, panic mongers. That was more frightening than the war. They were afraid. This is what I think now. And of course, no one believed it. What? Our army is at the border. Our leaders are in the Kremlin. The country is securely protected. It's invulnerable to the enemy. That was what I thought then. I was a young pioneer. We listened to the radio, waited for Stalin's speech. We needed his voice. But Stalin was silent. Then Molotov gave a speech. Everybody listened. Molotov said, "It's war." Still, no one believed it yet. Where is Stalin? Planes flew over the city. Dozens of unfamiliar planes with crosses. They covered the sky, covered the sun. Terrible. Bombs rained down. There were sounds of ceaseless explosions, rattling. Everything was happening as in a dream, not in reality. I was no longer little. I remember my feelings, my fear, which spread all over my body, all over my words, my thoughts. We ran out of the house, ran somewhere down the streets. It seemed as if the city was no longer there, only ruins, smoke, fire. Somebody said we must run to the cemetery because they wouldn't bomb a cemetery. Why bomb the dead? In our neighborhood, there was a big Jewish cemetery with old trees, and everybody rushed there. Thousands of people gathered there. They embraced